posing now. All right, we all in theory
Are we posing?
I mean,
hello, everybody.
Oh my god, we're
welcome to the Quelmar realm to Playtest Tuesday of Avatar Legends, the Avatar: The Last Airbender tabletop game that we are playing tonight. And we played it once before winter break, and now we're playing it once after winter break because it's a winter spectacular. I'm Rose. I'm the facilitator of Playtest Tuesday, but right now that means I just organize it because my amazing fellow nerd, the Lich Omai, is running the stream tonight. So shout out to. Hold on, I'm sure I'm pointing the wrong way, but I'm gonna point. Nope, this way. Shout out to this guy right across from me here, who is doing all the hard stuff. So thank you. And I am gonna now pass it over to our GM, Connor, to take us into another world.
That anticipation was killing me. Oh my gosh, that was so theatrical.
Yeah,
Very
well,
tight.
She's an actor.
Yeah, that's the energy I'm feeling then. Okay. I'm not much of an actor, but I've been told I have a presence. I don't know. Sorry.
You have a great stage presence, or at least a great screen.
I don't know about stage, but I've got something.
You must be really good at gift
The
giving.
doctor said it was
All
called
those
mono.
presents.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. No. No, I don't have mono. Absolutely fine. I'm in perfect health.
I mean, if you had mono, we are not anywhere near each other. So
That's true. And I might not ever die. Unrelated. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. The answer is don't
the
think
real
about
lich in this room.
it. Shoot, I was gonna start by recapping what happened recently, but holy cow, I got off the rails so fast. Okay,
Okay.
so what happened
Here, Connor,
last
these are the rails.
Yes, thank you.
oh, you handed them back.
Should we all
Oh
get
my
on the
God.
rails?
Buckling in, and I'm fastening, and I got my ratchet set here, and I'm just tightening. Okay, I'm strapped in.
A proposition.
Where's the
Somebody wants to
drink
make
car?
out with you, Connor.
Wait.
We're talking about mono with these kids.
Yes, okay. Okay. Quick recap. Not a lot happened, but some did happen, right? So we did mostly character creation, campaign creation last session, but we also played a little quick game of Truth or Dare, where we learned some very important things about what Bayless considers right and wrong, and we even saw him apologize for actions taken by his sort of what's the thing called?
Family?
Yeah, family. That's the one.
Oh god!
What's that thing called? That thing you're born with?
I think you
Maybelline.
have, and it
It's
really is.
Maybelline.
It can be a complicated situation.
Can't remember.
What's it called again?
I think you're talking
Let me
about
call my
genetics.
family and ask them. Maybe
Oh,
they'll
no.
know.
I should ask my mom.
But yeah, so from there, we learned some other stuff about some other people too. We learned I remember you all took Truth except for Mutter, because at the end Mutter took Dare and we cliffhanger there. And now I can't remember what the other truths were, but I remember there being some very compelling character growth, and we learned a lot about Callum, the penguin, and maybe the fact that like
The penguin otter penguin?
otter penguin. Yes, that's what it is. Yes. I don't remember. It's all there. It's probably all there. But yeah, then we ended with Mutter being dared to go propose to somebody back inside the Northern Water city proper for the North Pole, right? I think that's it. We did some campaign creation stuff. We found out about what it is that brought you all together. and that's Moto and his dastardly Quabbage Corporation.
Quabbage Corp.
And
I can't believe that's the thing.
Yeah, that's not only is that a thing,
love it.
that's a thing we
Lord.
talked about a lot.
Quabbage.
We talked about
It's
that for
crazy.
so
It was so
long.
crazy.
Nice.
We're crazy for that Quabbage Corp.
Oh no.
But yeah, so then this session starts with you all. It's oh, I'm sorry.
Should we do
heard-
introductions? Do people know us already?
Yeah, that's like the whole
Who
thing,
the
isn't
hell?
it? Who are
Like, who's
We're
the
just
people?
famous.
Jesus Christ.
That is true.
That's a good
How
idea.
to introduce ourselves.
Do you know something about streaming? Because you know more than I do. Yeah, introductions. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna point to anybody. I'm just going to say some names. Okay, so I'm not pointing. I'm gonna keep my hands right here in the middle.
I was going to say before we do this, just to make sure everyone can be heard, right? Because we don't want the situation where you point to somebody and like they go on their life story and no one can hear it. I see,
I believe
like,
that everyone can be heard.
I think so.
Probably.
Hey, chat, let us know if we can't be heard.
Yes. If you see mouth flap but nothing's a gap, please let us know.
Did you all hear all that?
But
Chat, Chat, did you hear that? What if they didn't? What if that would be kind of
I see the flap, but there's no gap. Oh, that's gross.
Wouldn't it be if you see a flap but there's nothing but a gap, like in the sound?
Yes. A gap.
extra flap.
But sounds like we're good, according to chat.
You get
Let's say the words flap and gap more. Flap.
Flap.
Flap up, flablap, flagap.
Gap.
Flap.
Gap.
Flagap.
This is what everyone came here for.
You know what I think?
Okay, I'm done.
Oh yes, we
I got
forgot
them
to
all.
stare intimately into the
Hey,
camera.
Rose, can you
Yeah.
change the name of the stream to just Flapgap?
I think everyone would watch it then.
And then we'll immediately get banned from Twitch.
Oh no.
Why?
This is the only Avatar Legends Flapgap stream, okay? Does Twitch know what we're bringing to the table right now?
Oh my
Do you
god.
think anybody
Character.
can do this? What
We're bringing
doing?
character and depth. Depth.
Okay, so I'm going to start with introductions. I'm Connor. You should probably be able to see that like right in this area right here where I'm pointing. I said I wasn't gonna point. Okay, I'm done pointing forever. No more pointing ever again. The player immediately next to me clockwise though would be the Rose. What is Lich doing on
Your
the stream?
head
Like producing?
tilted to the wrong way,
producing?
Connor, by the way.
Oh,
Your head tilted.
so I have
to
to
the-
look this way to whisper to Rose.
Okay, do you want me to facilitate introductions, Connor?
Maybe. Yes. Actually,
Not
that would
in
be
a-
great.
That came out sounding super shady. It was supposed to be a kind and generous offer.
It's even
But
shady
then-
you brought it up, Rose.
As someone who has never really done great at introducing people, I actually just appreciate it regardless of whether or not it was hurtful or not. Look, I'm so bad at introductions. I know this.
You're
should
doing great.
probably
Connor,
been more upfront about it.
you give the most interesting introductions I've ever seen, and I love them.
I'd love
And
to say
you know what? People in the chat can attest for the fact, and people that have watched Playtest Tuesday before when I've been in charge can attest for the fact that I too am a mess when it comes to introducing.
Hey, Rose, I'm just wondering, you know those railroads you pulled out a while ago?
Dang.
Where'd those go?
Oh, the callback to season 0.
We are
Oh,
we are
my
on
God.
a
I think I
trolley,
dropped
my
them.
friend.
Okay, so let's do
ATV.
introductions.
yes.
Lich, you first.
Hello there. My name is the Lich O'Moy. It's nice to meet you.
Oh my
I
god.
do a lot of random things in my life and existence, all of which are online in various mediums, places. You gotta find it. Just kidding. You can just literally type in the Lich Omoy and you will find me. If there's another Lich Omoy from a different reality that is not of my face and nature, let me know. I do TikTok videos. I cook a lot. I'm a character. I eat a lot. I consume matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I do a lot.
This is such a good introduction. I need to take a lesson from you. Do you do like?
Oh yeah, Lich is an
informational
internet
sort of-
personality in the best way.
Oh my goodness,
love
that
him.
was
We love him.
incredible.
In the
Like,
shadows. Don't Rose, don't be leaking the secrets. I am trying to make sure that when I introduce myself and talk with people that it's very direct and kind and caring and open and honest with everything that I do.
With that grizzly low rumbling.
That was
That voice that you always speak in all the time.
Dang,
Totally normal voice.
I'm like jazzed up
Woo!
right now.
You just try, to let your soul out through your mouth in little increments.
Oh no, if I can't do that, does that mean I have no soul? Oh no, I can't do that.
No, I'm pretty sure this guy is slowly letting his soul seep out of his body through his voice.
Oh, that's
Wait,
so good.
what's your voice gonna sound like when there's no soul left?
Oh no.
Hi! Is this
SpongeBob.
Speaking of souls, what character are you playing tonight?
Oh my gosh. I'm playing Bayless. Nice to meet you. I am a very loving person. I have a lot of family gifts that have been given to me, but I want to spread with the world, that knowledge, that helpfulness, that being better than what you could be if you tried, because you got people around you helping you when you fall and stuff, all that other stuff. But yeah, I'm just trying to do the best in the world that I possibly can.
That's very good.
All
I
right,
love that also.
Brendan, you're up. Who are you?
Hi there. My name is Brendan. I use he/him pronouns. I am playing Mutter tonight of the Mudbenders. The Lich Omoy's family killed my family. Bayless's family killed my family. I should specify. Not the person, the character.
It's weird that it happened twice. You and to your character.
All right, Bree.
Hi, I'm Bree. I use she, her pronouns. I will be playing Nalva. I am a humongous Avatar The Last Airbender nerd. Like these two, I'm so sorry to this group because literally they've had to hear me like lore dump and just go off a deep end when they mentioned Korra. So all good in the hood.
It was a great deep end. The water was great.
Mm-hmm.
At least thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Nelva is a firebender. Yeah.
All right.
And then who are you playing?
I'm Rose.
Oh yeah.
She, her. And tonight I am playing as Atmin. And Atmin is a waterbending woman based off of a previous D&D character, although in this universe she functions as essentially the victim of an evil water spirit who held her captive for a very long time. And when she was finally released, she had developed the moniker the Ice Queen. No, I'm sorry, the Frozen-Hearted One. No, wait, let me remember exactly what the phrasing was.
It was written
So
down.
many nicknames.
I wrote it down.
You
I
did.
can't even find it. Well, I guess I'll just call it the Frozen-Hearted One for now.
It might have been Frozen Hearted, actually. Did you say that yet? I don't remember.
I think I accidentally put a bunch of. I think I must have deleted it. The tradition is gone from my sheet.
I do see that now. That is
So I'm not sure what happened, But essentially, the frozen-hearted one is the icon involves control of the powers, and essentially not really embracing your true self due to fear of hurting others. So not a happy person, but she is a very powerful bender.
You know, I mean, sometimes these sacrifices have to be made. So
Yeah,
I'm
she
sure
lived in a nice castle for a really long time, and now she hates all people.
totally normal, well-adjusted thing to say. Yeah, I'm sure I've said that before about myself, maybe. Yeah, okay, so that's everybody, right?
I forgot to mention that I do the earth bending and the bone bending and the whatever else it is.
The bone bending.
But we're not supposed to know about the bone bending.
I'm just thinking, I want people to realize that could be a thing. Just saying, it's gross. Keep going.
I don't know that it could. What?
Well,
What?
Oh, no. We'll open that can of worms when we step on the worms.
Everybody, after the tonight's game, so that we can get to tonight's game, we will have a discussion to determine whether or not bone bending is real. That will take place in the Discord, though.
Yes.
I don't.
And would it be a subset of earth bending if it were?
Let's talk about it later.
We can. I'll bring up the facts. I'll give you my little.
Previously on Avatar Legends Winter Spectacular, Connor.
Yes.
Take it away.
After a harrowing escape from the Quabbage Corp compound. Ooh, that was a tough one. I almost got it wrong. I had to slow down and make
Triple
sure I did
Q.
it right. Yeah, it's just the QQQ. You all went and hid out inside of an isolated dark cave outside of the North Pole's city proper. You played a game of Truth or Dare and learned a lot about each other. And then after daring Mutter to go propose to somebody inside the city, we ended on a cliffhanger. So as we resume, as we pick back up on this episode of Avatar, oh, you know what? There's that narrator.
Should we say about what we found or what we stole from the Quabbage Corp?
I do think, yeah, okay, yeah. So when you were in the Quabbage Corp compound, you found out that the CEO of the QQQ, Moto, is in fact trying to plot a coup against the Northern Water Tribe and take it. Oh, that's right, a coup. Oh boy, I would have a hard time saying that word like with any plurality. Anyways,
if you say Cabbage Corp by accident, that's okay.
I just
but
love
also
how
a copyright violation.
I just love how QQQ is very close to the KKK.
Oh my gosh!
See, that's why I went for triple Q. That's why I went for triple Q.
That is
from the
true.
beginning.
I heard it too.
I didn't hear it until somebody pointed it out. But
Every time you said it, guys.
It does have a problem. Okay.
I'm glad someone said that. Yeah, let's change it. I mean, this is an evil organization, so I guess it's
very on brand, but also,
but we're not trying to say that
We're
lot
not.
because it doesn't deserve to be like we don't.
They don't need.
They don't
exposure.
even deserve to have something sound like them in the Avatar universe.
Oh Lord, the court.
So I'm just gonna go with Quabbage Corp from this point on. Quabbage Corp. That's easy enough to say. It's only 4 syllables.
Operation Quabbage.
3 syllables?
You could say Q cubed.
Q cubed. Whoa.
I like that.
Rose,
That's nice.
Very good.
That's techie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's super Apple late. Yeah.
Very Web 2.0.
Oh no.
Shoot. What was I even saying? Okay, yes, that's right. I remember. You all were at the Quabbage Corp compound where you found out that Moto was plotting his coup. using bending automaton constructs powered by spiritual batteries. You don't know where he got those batteries from or what to do with the one that you took, but you know that he can't turn those automatons on without them, so that's good news. Bad news is that you're all pretty sure that he wants that back. So you ran for it. You escaped by the skin of your teeth. And yeah, you hid out in that cave until things died down a little bit. It got dark outside again, right? So it's as the session starts, we're looking at it being like late evening, maybe early night sort of thing, like 7 or 8 or something like that. I don't know. It feels natural though, doesn't it? And yeah, the festival's still going on. Like, they didn't stop just because you all left. In fact, they probably didn't even notice that you all left. You know, it's not that like they didn't notice. It's just that like the festival's so happy and fun that if like 4 people vanish on a sleigh ride, like that's not going to be a bummer for too long. So that's what happened. As you all get back, you see that the festival is still going on in full swing, right? It's only 8, 7, you know, like no reasonable person is done celebrating winter yet. So yeah, as you all enter back into the city, everyone is still out walking around. I'm sure they've lit all the lanterns, and you all get the scenic view as the, you know, these sort of lanterns refract off of the ice, casting even more illumination everywhere, all throughout the North Pole. What are you all doing as you walk back into town? What does this look like?
Well, I'm going to find someone to marry me.
Oh.
I
And I
believe
have
that
just the person.
Oh, so Mutter has a specific person in mind.
Ooh, I love her.
Yeah, so I'm going to immediately go to possibly like the merchant district. Yeah, where maybe there are some stalls and everything.
Oh, yeah.
On my way, I will buy a singular flower, a daisy.
That's probably a flower.
Not a panda lily?
I would be concerned if I see him being serious about this. I thought like we all agreed like it was a serious
Admin is
situation.
walking like
Days in the cave.
several paces behind him, and if anybody looks concerned, she just goes, "No, he needs this."
I'm still stuck on a daisy and not a panda lily or something like that.
But you all don't realize he's serious about this, right? Like we can call off the bet. Like we can stop
I'm
this.
still walking.
And I'm talking
exactly
to
where I'm
this because
going.
I can tell you're serious.
I
I'm
want to
like,
see
look,
where this goes.
no, but I need the backup if I try to stop it. Don't look at me crazy when I tell him this was stupid.
Oh no, you will be the crazy one because I'm not.
He knows that it's stupid. Bayless, have you ever played Truth or Dare?
What? I don't know how I should answer.
Designed when you choose the dare.
Admin.
When you choose the dare,
Mm-hmm.
you choose embarrassment.
Oh my gosh, you told me how to play the game. I've never played this game before, Admin. Thank you for your wise wisdom. Oh my god.
I was not attempting to be wise.
Oh, you weren't, so you just are naturally wise. I see, Admin. Thank you.
I can sense your sarcasm, and I do not appreciate it.
Sarcasm? I'm just being direct.
No, that's the opposite of sarcasm.
Really?
Actually,
Mutter. Look.
just let
Keep up now.
He's having fun.
All right, follow me. Here we go.
When didn't his parents just die? When do we ever get the chance to have fun?
Whoa! Admin! Admin,
Nope,
no!
that was like
Whoa.
5 years ago, so don't even worry about it.
I'm just saying, like, you know that this is potentially going to be embarrassing, yes, Mutter?
I don't know what you're talking about.
See?
Oh.
Admin! Look. And I walk over to Mutter.
As we're going, we are coming up to a cute little stall
Yes.
that you
Oh
see.
no!
What sort of things would they have to celebrate this? Maybe like a fan shaped like a snowflake.
Ooh, that's very cool. Yes, I would buy one of those.
Maybe
I would
like
buy one of those.
they have gunpowder now, right? So fireworks.
Ooh, yeah.
Fireworks that are
fireworks.
also shaped like snowflakes, just little tiny ones.
Oh,
Little
these are
tiny
very
ones. So
cool.
this is a very classic like festival stall, yeah. So I walk up and you see like just a little old lady behind the stall.
Oh my god.
And
Oh, all right, fine.
Wow.
Do
I
it.
do love this.
when I walk up, I probably use some slide bending to slide up, probably.
Very cool.
Using some of that mud, slide up, hold out the flower. Hello, Tisakuk. It is always so good to see you. And you've been so good to me. I just wanted to ask, will you marry me? And I get down.
I hope she thinks it's serious. I hope this becomes more than he could bargain for, and we have to watch this.
I cover Bayless's mouth with my hand. I just slap my hand over his mouth. Literally, just stop being such. I thought I was a buzzkill.
I can't remember if they have cameras or not.
I think they have like those
like the big
old
box
cameras that you need to set up.
Yeah, and you like drape the curtain over your head, and you
Steampunk-
got like holding
steampunk camera.
phosphorus and like, yeah.
Darn well.
Tisakuk.
Yes.
Is
Using my what are they called in this? My idealist playbook.
Oh my god.
Yes, you are. I will say that you most certainly are. So let's see. I feel like this might be. I don't think it's plead with an NPC. For who cares what you think for action. I do think that this might be comfort or support. Unless is Mutter's actual intent to get married here, or is it to just be nice to this person that he interacts with, and reach out and connect with her?
Yeah, so this is obviously Tisakuk, as everyone knows from the previous installments of Mutter the Mudbender.
Yep.
The graphic novel.
This is the first time he's appearing on like actual television. So,
right. So they met a few days ago, and Mutter helped her out with grabbing some supplies, and in turn she housed him. So it's just been a kind, friendly relationship. And I thought this would be funny. So
I love this. This is very good. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be 2d6 plus your harmony.
Plus harmony. Well, I got a 7 plus harmony 1, 8.
All right. So on an 8, on a hit, they must decide if they open up to you. If they don't, mark a condition and take +1 forward against them. If they do, ask them any question. If they answer it truthfully, then they can clear a condition or 2 fatigue. I'm going to spoil this for you. She doesn't have any conditions or any fatigue.
Aww.
But she will open up to you because I think she cares about you because she's one of your allies, right? So what she says is... trying to think how you just like straight up ended it with "Will you marry me?" So I think what she says, she reaches out and puts her hand on your shoulder very kindly, and she says, "Oh, Mutter, that's very sweet. I do appreciate the offer, but I just don't see myself getting remarried again. After the 4th divorce, it just doesn't hold the same allure. So
well, shucks.
Oh, damn.
I guess I had to take my chances. Well, shucks there.
They
Not now.
I want to say this next joke. Yeah, they just keep dying. It's the strangest thing.
Ma'am, how are you keeping so healthy? Bayless walks up like, hey.
I grab him by the back of his shirt
You've lived a long life, and I just wanted to get some wisdom.
I just drink lots of water, I suppose.
Water? You drink a lot of
Makes
water.
sense. You got lots of it up here.
Mutter, that ain't just.
Very powerful stuff, Bayless.
She's drinking somebody's blood. Vampire levels. That's what we're doing.
So you just drink a lot of water, and that's the secret to life.
Right back, okay, I'll be right back.
Hey, hydrate or dihydrate. That's what they say.
Or she's not now. Thank you. I'll walk away from this instance before it becomes a scene.
Murder or moisturize.
No, Nalva.
I think that this is all going on when you hear a commotion begin to interrupt from the other side of the plaza. And it's loud. You hear like crashing through stalls and booths. You hear the crunching of splintering wood, the shouts of people who are panicking. What do you all do?
Oh shoot, guys! I think we've been made.
Let's act like normal people and run, and then still be in the group. So like we don't look like we're just running crazy, but we're running together.
No, I got an idea. I got
Mutter.
an idea.
Wait.
I am confused. Are we not
Your last idea?
obligated in some way to see what this commotion is?
No.
Hell no.
What the?
To the no.
Oh, I just sort of assumed the
Hell
commotion was
no.
coming straight at us for whatever it is that we did.
Let's run with the people and try to observe, and when we have more details, then we act. How about that? Is that good enough?
That's fine. Yes, I am okay with that.
Oh my god, I love y'all.
Got any party supplies? Any costumes? Any fun festival things to disguise ourselves?
Mutter.
Put on.
I think like she's sort
I
of
can
craning
disguise us
her
all
neck
as snowmen.
to try and see what's going on.
I think running snowmen will cause more attention.
Well, if we don't got our festival gear on, we'll stick out like
Actually,
sore
look
thumbs.
right over there. You see that person? That
We can-
snowman running?
We should just
They're
look like
everywhere.
people at a party, y'all. Why are we doing the goof bit? We could just leave. No, they don't know what we look like. Why are you doing
thought
this?
they
Well,
did.
we're walking. Bayless, do you see my feet? They're moving.
We
You're the
should
one
be like,
standing there yelling at us.
What, we should yell and scream and run with the other people so we look like we're the other
That's
people.
what we're doing.
But we're trying to be.
I'd grab 6 fireworks
I
and
think,
pay for them.
yeah, I think Tisa Cook says, "Oh, thank you. Here you go." And she says, "Actually, can you watch my counter for me? I want to go look at what's happening."
What?
We gotta run, Tisa Cook, actually, but I will come back and we gotta go.
Okay, that's fine. I understand.
But thank you so much for all of your help.
Always make sure to come back and visit more.
Of course.
You're a
Anything for
charmer,
you.
Mutter. You're a charmer.
Do you want me to cover everything up? Like that way you don't have to worry about it. Like we just put
Good
in like.
plan. Let's cover it up. Cover it up.
All right.
Earthbend.
Yeah, Earthbend life. We're gonna make a cover tonight. It looks like 2 skeletal hands come up over and close up the...
Wait. She's probably got a tarp or something.
I'm making it so that even if it's a tarp, but like if a laser situation happens, what a tarp gonna do? So I'm just like gonna put an extra layer of protection.
This
so that
feels like you might be
Laser situation?
relying
What's
on your
gonna
skills
happen
and
to
training.
this stall?
She has to wait
Admin
for
says
it
to
for
Mutter,
it to
do not
correlate.
worry. Bayless wishes to exhibit for us his prowess in battle by making a
Prowess?
useless earthbending form.
All right, go for it.
This sounds like rely on your skills and training, Bayless. So go ahead and roll with focus. So that'll be 2d6 plus your focus.
Oh my gosh, I need dice, don't I?
Nah. We'll say it's like is 4 okay? Are you okay with rolling 4?
He's already gone. Lost him.
So I've got the. Do we have an inventory?
Sure.
I'm gonna make an.
I think that can be
inventory.
under extra notes, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
6 fireworks.
Oh, you keep your dice in like a jar. That's so much cooler.
It's magnetized, so I can stick it to any surface and then just have it upside down like an ornament.
Whoa. My God. That's very cool.
Well.
So with focus, I
These are
have
the consequences of my own act.
so 6 plus 2, 8.
Yeah. So that's a hit. So on a hit, you do it. On a 7 to 9, you do it imperfectly. The GM tells you how your approach might lead to unexpected consequences. You can accept those consequences or mark 1 fatigue. I know what the consequences are. If you don't expend the extra fatigue to be very careful,
I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna take.
You're accidentally going to trigger a firework and draw attention to yourselves.
Do it.
So it's up to you.
Do it.
Yeah, so these giant stone hands reach up out of the earth and then close over the stall, perfectly encasing it in stone in a way that is very protective. But also, I think because like you're an experienced earthbender, like you know how to like set up some sort of like linchpin system that like you can just remove one rock and the whole thing will fall over completely. Like how a smart person would like earthbend. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. And as you do all of that, last second, you notice that there is one stray firework sticking straight up off of the stall, and the fingers close around it. And for a moment, you think everything's going to be okay, but then it goes firing up into the air, whistling the entire way. Yes.
May I try to catch it and extinguish it?
Admin, no! Oh, admin, go!
This feels like a push your luck roll, though. When you push your luck in a risky situation, say what you want to do and roll with passion.
Okay. That's not gonna go well.
I love this. This situation is so sad.
I love how we went from using no mechanics to using all of the mechanics immediately.
All at the same time.
Okay.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to see. I have this thing called Wall of Perfection.
Yes. Okay, so that's actually a combat.
But I don't know if that's really useful here.
Yeah, so you can technically only use it during a combat exchange.
Okay, so never mind.
Yeah. So, you cannot do that. But what you can do is, let's see. I'm looking at your moves real quick.
If does anything happen if I'm doing something that that would help with that would go with my responsibilities?
Oh.
Cuz like this blowing up would corrupt, in my opinion, like causing a huge explosion would interfere with the natural architecture in space here.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm trying to see. Okay, so when you it doesn't look like it gives any specific thing.
Oh, so when you essentially what's the for the icon, what's that called? Oh, yeah, when you live up to your role. Is that what you're talking to?
Yeah.
Or talking about, I mean. Let's see. When you live up to your role, yeah, it doesn't necessarily help you with your All
right, I'll just roll then. I have a -1 to passion.
Ooh.
I rolled a 9, so that's an 8.
Hey, that's not bad. Okay, so when you on a hit, you do it, but it costs you to scrape by. The GM tells you what it costs you. Ooh.
This is how I got into this situation.
Did I ever tell you guys the time I went to jail?
So this firework goes.
I did once go to jail.
Really? That's interesting. I do want to. I want to hear about that later. The
I was
firework goes.
possessed by an evil water spirit for many years. I did many terrible things.
That'll do
I
it.
say casually as I'm trying to do this.
Yeah, the firework goes whistling into the air, and not long after it, so does a tendril of water that perfectly encapsulates it. And then the firework explodes, kind of muffled. But the pressure sends the water flying in a different direction, and I don't think you've got any more water with you.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm
Even
so
though
sorry. We are in the North
Yeah.
Pole.
I
It's
know,
made
yeah.
of
It's
water.
made of water. If she wants to tear down buildings to use their
Or
water,
pick up the
she's
floor.
There's
welcome
rivers.
Or, but she'd have to
Wait, like
go over to
literally,
get
I have
some.
no more water. What about like
Not
the
on
ground?
you. There's probably tons on the ground. There's snow all over the place.
Okay.
But this water that you had immediate access to is gone.
Okay.
So there's that. I think that's what it costs you.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, while all that's happening, the commotion on the other side of the plaza has made its way here, and you all get full view of exactly what it is. I forgot the name of them already. It is
The Miku Mikus.
I'm sorry. You know, Avatar does the thing where it's two animals, right? I had to remember which two animals that this one animal
The
is.
Quobots.
A herd of stampeding buffalo yak are making their way through the North Pole's main plaza, tearing things apart, shredding through things in a frenzied stampede. And they have since crossed the entire plaza and are headed straight for the four of you. Well, five of you, counting. How did I already forget her name? It starts with a T, and her name is. Yes, Tisakuk. That's right. Yeah. So, what do you all do as you see these? And when I say like massive herd of buffalo yak, it's a massive herd of buffalo yak headed straight towards you all.
Oh, this is so much better than what I thought this was. All right,
Yeah, I really thought it was going to be Quabbin.
me too. We should run. We should run.
100%.
What
do you mean? We gotta
I
stop
want to
them.
make like
We're
a
gonna destroy
firewall
Chisakuk's
in front
stall.
of us.
I did the stone thing. It's fine.
Those are
Firewall.
buffalo.
That is stone. If them buffalo can take that, they're gonna
So-
take it anyway.
While they're arguing, I'm gonna support the firebender
So
who's actually helping the citizens.
now, Bot, you are trying to rely on your skills and training here. So go ahead and roll with. Oh, actually, you know what? This might be intimidate. Does it feel like you're trying to intimidate these buffalo yak, or
Yes, because
yeah?
I mean, there's no
Is it
saying that
backing
they're
off or
actually
giving
afraid
in?
of fire.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you're actually trying to intimidate these buffalo yak here.
Oh,
So that's plus passion, which, as the hammer, you should actually have more of. So this works out pretty well for you.
yeah, 2 of them. Okay. Oh boy, I got a 12 and then add 2.
Oh,
14.
Dang! 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 Dang!
Double sixes,
Wow,
baby.
that's
Double
the
sixes.
first complete success of the
Wow.
entire game. Well done.
Congratulations.
You did.
Welcome to success.
So on a hit, they choose one, but on a 10 plus, you get to pick one that they cannot choose. So there's 4 options here. They run to escape or get back up. They back down but keep watch. They give in with a few stipulations, or they attack you but off balance. The GM marks a condition on them. So which one of those do you not want them to do?
I do not want them to attack us.
That would probably be pretty good. They've done enough damage as it is. I like that. Okay. I like that. So I think then that they're going to back down but keep watch because they are buffalo yak. So they are scared. And fire is something that they don't want to go charging through. They have gotten away from whatever it was that they were stampeding from in the first place. So as they get to this fire, they the fear of the fire cancels out the strong emotions that causes them to stampede in the first place. And what you get is a bunch of buffalo yak who all come to kind of like this skidding halt and all sort of just realize that they've got nowhere to go. And so they all just sort of stop and meander around through what is now a pretty trash plaza.
Can I try to put the things back together that are made of ice?
Interesting. Yes, I think you can. So yeah, probably about 20 feet ahead of you is a giant, I think like water fountain that was constructed out of ice that was completely just trampled through. All the water that was once inside and like being spouted up into the air, like shattered and all over the ground and everything, and it's rapidly freezing. Go ahead and roll to rely on your skills and training.
Okay.
As you try and water bend this back together.
What? You're back?
No,
Yes.
that yeah.
We're back, everyone. Rejoice.
That's an 11. An 11.
An 11.
Ooh,
Nice.
hot dice.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Yes. So, is that? Let me double check something real quick. Okay. Yeah. So, you do it perfectly. So much so that I think, for a moment, like I think what Atman sees is how happy the people around her are as she's sort of already going to work to fix this damage. It's something that you're not used to, right? Because you're kind of known as like the frozen heart. And I think like there's a moment there where people don't recognize you and they just think that you're this kind stranger, but then they see that it's the frozen heart doing all of this. And you hear them start saying good things about you, which is something that you're not used to.
Aw.
Oh.
We should make sure that the animals have a safe space to calm down and corral them to a area away from civilians.
Ooh.
I mean, just like walks away from the people that are talking about her. She's not. Can you reroute the fire in any way to, or
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
a firebender.
She's a firebender. Why would you ask that?
Because I'm not demanding that she do anything. I
But
would
like,
not-
it was more like a question, like if she can actually do it. And I was,
I was like, I don't know if you have
I
the
apologize if you felt that I
skill.
was questioning your skills.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to question your skills or the skills
It's
of
all right.
anyone here.
I think you're
You are all
out
quite
of
competent.
your element.
we are all quite competent. Thank you, Atman. I've needed your support.
I do
Since
not
the beginning.
understand why you are being sarcastic again.
No, I love it when you're honest and to your heart. You just think everything I say is sarcastic. It's actually, this is actually me. Like, Atman, before we continue our relationship here, I need you to understand, I'm not joking. I'm not making fun of you. I'm literally saying thank you.
This feels
You
like
just seem.
a move.
Perhaps it is the tone of surprise that catches me off guard.
And also the laughing that you're doing while you're saying it.
No, because
That
I release
makes
my
it
energy
sound
through laughing,
ingenuine.
mutter. Look, I'm not trying to be. If I was trying to be ingenuine, I would just literally not say anything, walk into a corner and curse you by your father's name. But I'm not doing that. I'm literally responding to how you're acting in front of me, laughing because
That would
oh
also
my.
be very rude considering our family
This
situation.
isn't what I'm talking about. Mutter. I'm not talking about your family name. I'm talking about her.
I have no family.
Oh my God. All right. Look, you drama queen.
I was gonna be very
No
impressed that you
family.
knew.
All right.
I was gonna be very impressed that you knew her father's name.
No, I'm.
So what are we doing about these buffalo herd bison? Buffalo yaks? What are we doing?
Saving them.
I heard a pen. Shall we pen them up? So
yes,
they
we
can
can pin them up and make ourselves even more
Yes,
known in this
maybe
situation.
I worry that they may fear the fire and become irritated again, as brilliant as that was.
Bayless, shall we put up some stone walls?
I agree. Like, can we like do a combo thing, like to like make it animal friendly or whatever?
Yes, teamwork.
Ooh,
Combo.
You could do that whole thing like Aang did in Tales of the Bossing Say. So sorry.
The who?
The
It
Tales
could
of
be
Bossing
like,
Say Aang makes an
I hear
outdoor
tell.
zoo.
Who?
I hear tell of a comet that once fell many years ago.
What are you
and
bringing
many
this up right
vendors
now
working
for, Em?
together with great skill and precision to rescue a small town that was
what?
located nearby.
Wait, are you trying to live up to an image that you don't need to?
It feels as though you may be projecting.
Admin!
Whoa!
One of us. Oh my god! That is definitely a move. That feels like, Admin, you might be calling on Bayless to live up to one of their principles. Oh shoot! That boy, oh boy.
I'm really a fan of the dynamic between Atman and Bayless. I'm just saying.
Is that? Let's see. Oh, goodness gracious. I think, yeah, that feels like an openly call on someone to live up to their principle move. It feels like you're calling on Bayless to maybe like dismiss preconceived notions and sort of, so it sounds like you're trying to like de-emphasize tradition and emphasize progress. So it sounds like, let's see. When you openly call on someone to live up to their principle, shift your balance away from center, and then name and roll with their principle. So you shift your own balance once, because in order to tell people to live up to their principles, you have to root yourself in your own, right?
Where do I shift it?
So you'll hit the drop down for roll. You don't want to adjust your center.
What
you just want
way?
to.
What direction?
That's up to you. You're currently in center right now.
What
so
is
which
balance? Talk to me about balance.
So balance is to put it as simply as I can, right? Balance are two principles that your character finds important that often stand opposite each other, right? So as you grow and root yourself in one, you lose the other. So as the icon, as you emphasize your role, you lose your freedom. But as you emphasize your freedom, you lose your role, right?
Okay, so I understand. So I'm saying I think you should let go of the expectations that have been put on you, which means that this would be freedom.
Correct. Yes, that's exactly right. So,
so now this makes me feel more free. Correct. By telling him to be more free, I feel more free.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But then you roll with his principle. So you're rolling with progress, which is at a 0 right now.
Okay. Progress?
Correct.
Well.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So you're trying
to affect their Yeah.
I got a 7.
Nice. Well, nice for me. On a 7 and 9, they challenge your view of the world in turn. Mark a fatigue, or they shift your balance as they choose. Let's see. So I forgot to read the whole hit condition. So on a hit, they are called to act as you say. They must either do it or mark a condition. On a 7 to 9, they challenge your view of the world in turn, mark a fatigue, or they shift your balance as they choose.
I'm really intrigued by this balance thing. So I think Atman says, I believe you may be projecting. And then when everybody's like, ooh, burn, you just burned Bayless. She's like, no. I did not intend that as a burn. I simply intended to remind you that you also are not bound by the expectations put upon you by your less morally inclined kin. That you could that you can stop trying to impress a certain version of yourself upon us. We have already found ourselves in an entirely dangerous situation. It is time that facades were put aside.
Ooh, I love all of this.
So you're
So
calling him
Bayless.
fake.
So
Embrace your freedom, young man.
So Bayless, if you do this, right? If you embrace, like, if you set aside your tradition and embrace the progress of this moment, then you can, then you don't have to do anything. But if you don't do it, then you do have to mark a condition.
I would do this reluctantly because I would say you're missing the point of what I'm trying to explain here. Because I'm not saying like I don't want to help the buffalo, and I don't think Bayless would ever have perceived himself to even say that sentence. But he's saying that the actions that we do now will have long-lasting effects in us being able to successfully help more people. If we are seen helping the buffalo and we're seen as strong people and we have a goddamn spirit battery in our backpack, that's a target that we don't need until we can evaluate how to move forward. So it's not about being the best person. It's about saying, like, we don't want a target on our backs until we can take that target and crush the bullet that's coming for our heads. So he's trying to not say it in a way that's like, and he's like, I may speak like this, but it's just as honest as I can. And it might sound sarcastic, but like it's actually Bayless trying to be direct with you. If he wasn't direct, he would just literally say, I hate you. I can't stand, and like every time you talk, he would just do that.
I love this. So it sounds like then, because on a 7 to 9, right, you get to challenge Atman's view of the world in turn as well. So it sounds very much like you're asking her to move freedom even higher in this moment, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Like she just shifted it once. It sounds like you're shifting it again.
Oh, you think this is just because I'm trying to fit the role of my family? That's some dumb stuff right there, Atman. Because if I wanted to fit the role of my family, I would try to market this situation rather than fix it with the help of the community around us right now. I would try to kill the buffalo. Why would you even deal with them if you could just literally kill them, squish them? They don't know intelligent strategies. But what I'm trying to do is make it so that we all make it out in a positive light. Don't talk to me like that, please.
Ooh, that's very good.
Atman will walk up to the fire and just start building the cage that she was suggesting.
Ooh, so then, out
of ice from the snow.
Head tea.
Oh, I love that. That's very good.
Could I possibly ask some of the locals where they usually store the buffalo yak?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think as Atman begins building like this enclosure right around these buffalo, trying to rein them in, I think there are other villagers who are trying to actively participate in corralling them back out of the plaza, right? And so like you all are sort of gradually, slowly pushing the buffalo yak back where they came from. And as you're doing this, right, you find yourself working next to I'm gonna go to a name generator.
Can I try one of my moves?
You absolutely can.
Can I try whatever I can? When you spend time talking to the locals about their problems, roll with harmony. On a hit, you hear about the most significant and serious problem at hand.
Yes.
The GM will tell you who it affects and what is the cause.
Oh, I love this. Yes, please do.
It. This is hot cakes.
Ooh, a 10.
It's what?
I'm scared
I love
when we
that.
fail.
A 10 plus 1, 11. So on a 10, I get to ask a follow-up question, or I take 1 plus 1 ongoing. No, and I take plus 1 ongoing when you act on the answer.
Okay, yeah, all right. So you find yourself working alongside, I think his name is, I like this name, Rarin. Yeah.
Rarin.
And I think he's just maybe he made
Right.
like steamed buns or something for the festival, right? And he was just like a steamed bun vendor. And he's like, you know, like herding these buffalo yak, sort of like trying to make himself big and all that sort of stuff. Right alongside you as you're all pushing them back. And he says, yeah, I gotta say, it's pretty wild. These aren't actually like this is a wild herd that you know, kind of forages adjacent to the North Pole, but these don't belong to anybody. Yeah, their normal grazing point is, you know, just a couple of whatever units of measurement Avatar uses. I don't remember. Miles? Let's say miles. Couple of miles that way.
Many a mile.
Then
I don't know why they would have come into town like this. This sort of thing never really happens. I know that animals have been kind of, I don't know, they've been all there. This is this is something that's been going on a lot lately, is that, like, you know, a couple weeks ago, a pack of wild coyotes wandered into the edge of the North Pole and knocked over a bunch of garbage cans. It's kind of getting to be a real problem out here, which is weird because this never happens. There's not a ton of wildlife here in the North Pole, but here lately they've been really acting up.
do you ever do? What's my follow-up gonna be?
Yeah, what is your follow-up?
There are so many good questions to ask. Sounds like this guy doesn't really know anything. Let's go ahead and say, well,
just like, out of character.
Is there anyone around who sort of deals with the wildlife around? You know, like a ranger or anyone who might know more about the animal situation?
The conveniently placed druid.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, you're talking about Ranger Keok, right? Yeah, she's always she's always out in the field. Like, she doesn't come into the town very often, but you might be able to find her, you know, out at the ranger station just on the outside of the North Pole.
Ranger station, North Pole.
She might know a little bit. Yeah, kind of. It's and he points over to, like, because, like, there's like a mountain range, right, that kind of surrounds the North Pole. And I think he points to, like, one of the mountains. And he says, "Yeah, if you see that little tiny plume of smoke rising up off the mountain right there, that's her. She might be able to tell you what's going on. She knows a little bit, I guess. She's been into animals since she was a kid."
Are there any sort of transportation services to get in and around?
My penguins! Sorry, I'm not there, but just remember my penguins.
Oh, right. I forgot about the 6 penguins that are definitely big enough to carry us all.
I think people around here ride penguins usually, which is great because it's not really a service. It's just like a cool free thing that the otter penguins do. They love to be ridden. It's so weird.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
cool. Good stuff.
I guess, like, it's fun for them to race around with people on their backs through the water, I guess. I don't know. They love it.
Some people just like being ridden. It happens.
It does.
How do the buffalo yak feel about it?
Yeah, the buffalo yak don't move very often, which again is why I'm so surprised that they're in the city to begin with. Yeah.
All right. Well, here, let me get this steam bun for you.
Thank you.
Set up your cart here. I'll do a little earth bending. Set up the cart. Imagine it was tilting just a teensy bit.
Yeah, you sort of fix it. It was leaning a little bit, and you have, like, righted it. And as the rest of you continue, I think you all manage to, like, usher most of the buffalo yak out of the plaza. There's still some damage around, but with the help from Atman and the quick effort to get everything contained, I think it's looking pretty all right. It does look like the festival has lost most of its momentum for tonight. But yeah, like it's a week-long festival, so you all know that they're going to be back up and running tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I have just remembered that one of my things I'm not supposed to do is share the secrets of my tradition openly.
Oh.
And I talked very openly
Yes,
about
you did.
my possession during that scene.
Yes,
Which
you
I
did.
think canonically, she did kind of for shock value and would do that still. But
That's
and
interesting.
with and kind of like in the mode of like feeling comfy with everybody. But I think I should have to suffer those consequences.
Yeah, so when you directly and openly break a prohibition of your burden and tradition, mark a condition, shift your balance twice towards freedom. And
I'm
clear
already
fatigue
at-
equal to your freedom.
My freedom is already at +2.
Yeah, so that
You die?
is not great for you, Emma.
Do you die?
Did you die? Did you get so free that you die?
He's
I
in
hope
here,
not.
starts
Body.
flying.
So you lose your balance.
My body, it's unnecessary. I don't need
Okay.
it.
If
So I
you
think
lose-
it's probably after the conversation with Bayless is when I'm losing my balance.
Yes, yeah. So this is all while Mutter is still working with like the rest of the people who are at the square to like get these buffalo yak out. So if your balance shifts past the end of your track, you lose your balance. You obsess over that principle to a degree that's not healthy for you
Uh-oh.
or anyone around you.
Oh no.
Choose one of the following: give in or submit to your opposition, lose control of yourself in a destructive and harmful way, or take an extreme action in line with that principle and then flee.
Okay.
There's
I
no
have
bad
an-
options here. They're all
I have
good.
an
That
idea of
third
how I
part.
could do this and then meet up with the rest of the group
Yes.
after the scene is over. Since it seems like it's almost over. Oh God. Okay, so I think she's going to was hurting the buffalo. But then she's gonna just stop hurting the buffalo.
Ooh.
Like they deserve their freedom too.
Yes, of course.
Wow. Wow. Bold choice.
That's deep.
Well, I don't know. Alternatively, do you want? I could
No, I
lose
think
control of my powers, or maybe leave something that would put the people on our trail in some way. Like if
I
wanted
like the
to do-
first impression. I
do
like
too.
your instincts because that
Yes.
allows you to be the person that you thought of when you heard that moment. Just
Okay.
I
saying.
love that.
Well, I had thought all of them would be interesting.
But you said one.
I like this because here's what happens. You're still the Frozen Heart. People still recognize you as the Frozen Heart. They saw you helping, and when they see you stop, a small murmur rises up. You hear things like, is she better than us? Why is she not helping anymore? What's going on? Does she think that she's too good to help keep the square clean? Whatever. And you
Hold
hear,
up. Do we hear that? Hold the phone.
And then she's looking
I
right
don't
at.
think you do, actually.
Okay.
I don't think you do. Yeah.
Can't even
I think it's just like 3 or 4, like, right? Because you know how like people cluster up when they're all working together. I think she's just standing by a different group of 3 people than the 3 people you're standing by.
And I think that was when she paused because she got overwhelmed thinking about everything Bayless said. And then, so she paused for a second. Like, it wasn't like she was going to stop, but then she heard them say that. And then it was just like, she was like making like a corral type of thing. And then all at once, all of it just cracks and breaks and just falls to the ground in chunks of ice. She's probably looking right at Bayless and then just turns and starts walking towards that pillar of smoke coming out from that mountain.
What was that? Why did you
what's
do
this?
that? What?
Hey,
Oh,
let's
Admin!
get these buffalo yak, and then we're gonna go after yak.
What? Fucking buffalo. Admin! And I go towards Admin. He's like, the buffalo. I don't.
So Nalva and Mutter, the two of you are still like moving the buffalo yaks back, right? It's just.
I guess so.
Well, what's
It was
now
like a
don't really have a
huge
choice, everybody
explosion
ran
to make them
away.
feel free. She wanted to try to like startle them into running around again.
I think like there's still maybe like 10 to 15 people in this plaza
God.
still like corralling all these buffalo, right? It's like you got people like standing arm to arm or whatever, trying to just move them on back out of town or whatever, however they do it. Look, I'm not a cowboy. I don't know how cowboys work. But I know that like they gotta move their arms, right? Say like, hey, go this way, cow. Probably. I don't know.
I thought that's
yeah,
what the dogs were for.
Oh, well, they don't have any. This is the city, you know. Not everyone has a dog in the city. Yeah, they weren't prepared for this. They don't have the infrastructure to wrangle all of these buffalo yak. There are still people here who are still actively contributing to getting these buffalo yak out. If you did want to leave, it's not like they would stampede again, unless you like rolled really bad or something. But you know, that could always happen. So,
what do you think, Mutter? Should we keep working or?
Yeah, I'll stay and help. We can catch up to them. I mean, I can get us there pretty quick, and then they're always the penguins.
Oh, I clear all my conditions and fatigue?
Yeah, at the start of the next scene.
Shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, well, it says after you've had some time to recover and recenter yourself, but usually you have the time to do that by the next scene, kind of. It depends. We'll see how it goes. But let's see what happens now.
Pacing after me, not sure how relaxing that's gonna be.
Yeah, so Bayless, you catch up to Atman pretty quick.
Atman.
Unless Atman, you didn't do anything like Bindery to get out of there super fast, did you?
No, I just walked away.
You just walked away. Yeah, so Bayless,
but
you catch
probably
up to her.
everywhere that she stepped turned to ice. It's very Elsa.
I like
As I see that god dang ice, I'm gonna just put a little bit of dirt on each of my steps, so like little hands come up out of the ground and like go over where I would step, kind of like footprints but handprints.
And like opposite, so it's pushing up instead of pushing down. Right? Yeah.
It's like you're being carried by the hands of your people.
Oh, that probably looks so cool.
What?
I like
your family.
I like it when the ground's kind of scary though.
Did I say something unpleasant? I'm sorry. I meant your family. It came out sounding a little weird though. I own that.
But Atman,
I was talking about his choice.
Atman, what you doing? Where you going?
I don't quite frankly know, and honestly,
I know. I get that you don't know. All right, but look at me, and I like go to. So what I'm trying to do is make it so that no matter where she's like doing that walk, I can actually be there and like either stop it or be immediate proximity. I don't want her to be able to be like without me actually being able to like know where she would go.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So you keep up with her at such a pace that she. I mean, unless she does like something extraordinary, she's not going to be able to break your line of sight.
Yeah.
So
that's what I want to establish.
okay.
Yes. I'm saying this based off of my what is the word when you think something but you aren't sure if it's real or not, so you think it until people prove it's wrong.
She's gonna whip around and just stare at you for a second until you stop talking.
All right. What is that word when you think like you know what people are trying to think and you aren't real?
Bayless.
I've never ever gotten a stare that has made me stop talking in my entire life. Oh no!
It makes me start talking more. If anything,
yes,
thanks,
right? Because I'm nervous now. because I feel the silence that I must.
Stop!
Okay.
Oh my god, Atman, yes, you're doing the
Bayless?
thing that you. Yes.
Please be kind with whatever you are about to say.
Okay, I can do that.
If I do not wish to lose control.
Okay, all right.
That's a move again. I don't want to interrupt this amazing roleplay, but that's definitely
God damn it!
definitely you calling on Bayless to live up to progress over tradition again.
Oh my gosh.
But
Okay.
I think this time, Atman, you might be centering yourself differently. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Like rather than moving freedom up, maybe you're moving roll up.
I would argue for that because, like, in the role, when you were in a family conversation, I'm not saying this is when you were in a family conversation and you about to talk to your grandmother, you would speak a little differently than if you were speaking with freedom.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Yeah, you
definitely
remember that.
literally right now trying not to, like, blow something up. Like,
So I think that's definitely a role situation. Like, I know
Yeah.
you're about to.
So go ahead and shift
Um,
with Bayless's progress again, which I think, is still 0, actually.
so I have I was at
yeah.
+4, and then I minused 1,
So
now I'm back at
how
0.
that would. Okay, so let's see.
right? Because of the
Yes.
reset. But it hasn't really happened yet.
It's kind of a new scene. I think for sure you can reset your balance. It seems.
Okay.
Like.
So
It does
then-
seem like Atman is still like suffering from whatever condition it was that you took.
I did not take a condition.
Oh, you
Should I
didn't
have?
take-
I'll take a condition. I'll take angry.
You know what? I don't think you did take a condition, but angry sounds appropriate. For
No,
how your
I think it was like
character seems to be
options,
feeling.
and you chose the one that did the not conditioned situation.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's
Yep.
what happened. I might be wrong, but like I think that's what it was.
Okay,
do
so
think-
Have
then,
Mutter and I like caught up?
Not yet. I think it'll happen after this roll, though.
Nova's like, I feel like this could end really bad real quick.
Oh yeah.
Real. I don't know
I
you
mean,
that
I
well.
basically just say, Bayless. This may not be obvious to you, but I care what you think, and your words can hurt me. So please be nice.
Can I respond? Is there something I need to roll first before I do this?
So first, Atman needs to roll using your progress, which is 0 still. So,
Flapjacks, I dropped the die.
don't you mean gap jacks?
That's
Stop.
Sorry.
Don't you
Bye.
mean
Stop.
I'm
Stop
so
that.
sorry. I hated it. the
Cancel
second I
that
said it.
episode. That episode did not air in any of our brains.
I can't stop thinking this word now, and I hate it.
Oh,
Okay, that's
have you
a
ever heard
5.
of lamp or what?
A 5.
Ooh,
Is there potential in this game?
there is not potential.
He has it.
On a miss, they can demand you act in accordance with one of your principles instead. Mark a condition or act as they request. So, Bayless, Atman just told you to be very nice because your words can hurt her. She wasn't speaking from a place of very strong conviction in that moment, though. What is it that you demand of her and her principles in this moment?
I say I want you to stay here and don't run away. I'm saying that she's to do the role and be like, stay right. And I'm not sure if the principles is like whatever this, but I'm saying, hey, like, yeah, I'll do that if you stay right there. You don't do any crazy stuff. You stay right there and we talk.
I love that.
It's
So-
like when your friend gets drunk and they're like, I want another drink only if you sit right here where I can see you.
Yeah.
Don't you try to put on your shoes. I already have them in my right hand. You can't run or it will hurt you.
So, Atman, the only way you can run away in this moment is if you mark a condition. Just so you know.
Yeah.
So something to keep in mind. Yeah. So in this moment, Atman, how do you respond?
Okay, guys, out of character, I don't want to run away because I like it when we're all together. But in character,
I know.
I kind of want to run away.
We'll
So let's
catch
have a
up. We'll catch
conversation.
up.
Yeah. So in PBTA games, it's okay to split the party. You know,
I
It's
just
not-
like
yeah.
being together. I like having us all together.
I feel like
Oh,
this
no.
though, in
Feels
this
like High School
essence,
Musical.
we're kind of like in a mall, and like we are kind of approaching the Best Buy, and everyone's in like
The food
dating
court
myself. Yeah, that word.
Yeah.
And we are like, hey, yo, why you entering Best Buy? Like, you know that's a bit. Why you entering Best Buy? And like
We're
this is
still
our.
back at the food court.
So like we will find you. It's just.
But
like,
we're all going to the Macy's eventually, so like we'll end up at the Macy's.
Oh, that
That's
was
true.
rough.
All
That was
all
good
going
stuff.
to the Macy's.
Oh my
So
god.
if
End
Admin
up
wants
at the
to go
Macy's.
in, buy some new earbuds, whatever, that's fine because you're all going to Macy's. You all got the same coupon.
And you know they like to frequently visit Hot Topic every now and then. So even if you lost them, you would just go to Hot Topic. Why are you in Hot Topic? You've seen all this stuff already, like 5 times.
Although is Admin
Find
that
the
one
closest
friend who
auntie
really
ants.
likes lids, just hanging out in lids.
Oh, is Atman the lids guy?
Stop! I don't want to buy anything, but I just want to wear them so I can see what it feels like before I
I just
buy
wish
them.
that I could find a hat that looks good on my head. Yes, they all look the same, but maybe one of them will look different on my head. I won't know
Actually,
until I try
dibs
them on.
on Mutter being the lids guy.
Oh my god, Mother, they're all the same. No, they're not. You gotta try them on, and there's new ones coming out every now and then.
They got all the sports, baseball, basketball, football.
Gotta love those basketball
They
hats.
even got the minor league baseball hats.
And
The Las
Oh,
Vegas
sweet.
51s. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
So
Yeah, so I approached Atlas and I'm doing that whole proclamation like, look, I will if you just stop what you're doing right now and the moving with your feet and the ice and the round. I gotta cover this up when I try to walk towards you because I ain't gonna slip because of this.
yes, you're right. You won't
Okay.
slip because of that.
No.
It sounds like a threat.
And basically, Atman says, "Okay, she's looking at you like she looks sad. She doesn't look angry. She just looks sad." And she goes, "See, the fact that I just tried to be vulnerable with you, and yet you still are treating me like the enemy.
Okay.
I
All right.
I need some. And
Oh,
and
hold
she
the fuck,
just
Atman,
pushes you and you slip down toward the others, and then she's
Hell
gonna turn
no!
and walk the other way.
It's just like so.
This is me running away.
Yes,
This is me
and
not listening to you.
and that's what I'm saying. When I see that you run away and I know your exit points, and I'm saying I was looking at that before we did any of this, I'm trying
true.
to make sure that even if you were to try to run away, I can see your trajectory. I know them all now because I can see that the only exits that you have are Zoomies and the Burlington Co-Factory. So like even if right now you try to do that,
Zoomies has an exit. Popular
Yeah,
Zoom.
I'm sure you're not trying to do this, but the fact that you've been calculating her exits is just making her feel even more like a villain.
Ooh, I love that.
Ooh.
Ooh. Also,
So she says the thing like, and then she just like puts her hand on your chest and she says, I cannot be the villain today.
Who are you
And
the
then-
villain for?
Is
Who
just
are
going
you?
to push you slightly backwards, hoping that you will slip and slide. She sees our friends coming up the mountain the other direction, and she's going to try to push you down towards them.
Okay.
Yes,
So here's
Connor.
what happens. So
Jesus Christ.
So, Atman, you
We
need
have
to
to
take a
catch him?
condition because you are going against the being called out to live up to your principle, right? So you need to take a condition.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. This is very much like her going towards. It's going against her role, but I feel like he was trying to tell her what he was telling her to do was very much like towards her role.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take foolish.
Okay. Ooh, I love that. Okay, and then here's an important question, Bayless. When Atman tries to push you, are you going to fight back?
Absolutely. I ain't got time for this.
No, we're starting our first combat exchange.
Hell
I've
no.
never actually run.
You gonna push me? You gonna push me with your hands? All right, bring it. All right, we about to do this, Alice.
No.
I'm not trying to hurt him.
I know
I know.
you ain't, but you
So-
pushed me.
So combat can occur without trying to hurt anybody. So because there are different forms of combat. So I will say that this was right as Nalva and Mutter were arriving. So the two of you do have moments where you get to react and contribute to this exchange if you want to. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to hit anybody, but there are different actions that you can take. If you look at the quick start material on page 43, you'll see all the combat moves. Or on the character keeper, if you go to the green tab labeled combat moves, you can look at all your options here. They boil down to this. There are 3 different combat approaches, and each approach has 3 different techniques. So combat takes place in exchanges, sets of blows, blocks, dodges, and moves that combine into a single fluid sequence, right? You know, in Avatar, when everyone throws their punch kind of at the same time, the dust all settles, and then we see the consequences of what happened. That's kind of how combat works in the Avatar game. Works like it does in the show and in the game. So that's kind of cool to me, actually. I love nerding out about that. But yeah, so in this moment, it sounds like what Atman is trying to do is to defend and maneuver so that she can seize a position.
That sounds correct.
It sounds like what Bayless is doing is
Ready.
Aim. Fire!
Because I think it's ready because it's like I'm readying for 1, her escape, and 2, trying to impair her movement if she were to try to escape. And if she does anything, like I'm like, hey.
It almost sounds like you might be trying to bolster or hinder from the evade and observe approach. Yeah. So
You're right.
yeah, so what we'll do is this. So combat resolves in a very specific order, where everyone gets a chance to roll their dice in accordance with the approach that they took. So that being said, do Mutter and Nalva want to do anything during this exchange, or are they just going to watch?
Yes. I
Well, I
would
feel
like
like-
to do something.
Yes, I
Oh,
would.
and before we continue saying this, because I want to just ask if this is a thing, can people help other people?
They can, but not in combat. Well, actually, the
Oh.
rules aren't super clear about that. I guess.
Isn't that what
Yeah.
the bolster or hinder is? Aid or impede
Oh,
a nearby
yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I'm thinking of something else. Help it. You can't help in combat using the helping action, but
Oh.
there are a bunch of different other ways
Okay.
that you can help in combat other than the helping move.
And
That's
doing
what
the
it is.
thing that is going to help, but actually
Yes.
it's a combat move. All right.
Yes. Yeah. So, So it sounds like we're starting with Atman's defend and maneuver roll. So, Atman, go ahead and roll with focus as you try and defend and maneuver.
Okay.
That's my stat.
8.
8. So on a 7 to 9, you can use one basic or mastered technique. So the good news is that the basic techniques are the ones that are listed. Your mastered technique is actually specific to your character sheet, and that's that wall of perfection move we were talking about.
Okay.
So you can use that in combat. It sounds like what you're...
I'm just looking to see if there's any moves I should be using here. Nope. Okay, I think I'm good.
All right. So, it sounds like the basic technique that you want to pick is seize a position, right? Because you're trying to get out of here.
Yes.
Okay, so you move to a new location. Engage/disengage with a foe, overcome a negative status or danger, establish an advantageous position, or escape the scene. Any foe engaged with you can mark 1 fatigue to block this technique. So, Bayless.
It seems like it makes the most sense that I would be moving to a different location. Oh, wait.
No, escape.
Oh, I'm trying to escape the scene.
Yeah, that's the one. So
Connor, you know I'm gonna do it. It's already marked.
You can mark 1 fatigue to block it.
I literally put like a stone eye on the ground. I like stomp and you see like an eyeball and I'm doing the bit.
Bayless is...
Why gotta be an eyeball?
The best brand of earth-bending body horror. I love it, 100%.
No, that sounds gross. That sounds gross when you say it like that.
I'm a big fan of body horror. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Anyway. We're learning stuff about each other tonight, folks. It's gonna be...
Can't. I'm getting a fatigue.
Yeah. So you're going to mark the fatigue to block Atman's ability to escape the scene.
You aren't getting away.
So Atman, as you push Bayless to try and get the room you need to escape, Bayless, Bayless sends this earthen eye up to watch your path as you go. And he's absolutely able to follow you.
But I am walking away, but he's following me with this eyeball thing.
No matter where you go, you can't escape the scene.
That's
creepy. So then, Bayless, you are going to evade and observe.
Am I still like far away though? Have I moved away from him? Did the push succeed? Like, what is the situation?
The push succeeded, and you started to exit the scene when this eye, essentially the exchange isn't over yet, so we can't totally know that you've escaped until after it's over.
Gotcha.
But in terms of fictional positioning, you have made your way to try and exit, and you know that it seems like you can in this moment, but also you can tell that this stone eye is going to follow you. So escape isn't exactly what you're doing. You're just repositioning. If that sounds right. So then, Bayless, you get to clear 1 fatigue and then roll with creativity or harmony.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it?
God.
Evade and observe is my favorite approach, actually.
I'm doing it. I'm bolstering and hindering all of this. So let me go ahead and mark the thing off. So I'm back to 0 fatigue.
Yep.
And I'm going to try to hinder. But I'm doing it softly because instead of doing hands, I'm doing muscle fiber threads.
Ooh, that's very good.
And
you get to roll with either creativity or harmony. It's up to you.
No. Back it up. Oh, sorry. Muscle fiber.
This cannot be harmony. I would like to argue that there is
no harmony.
This feels pretty harmonious. I don't get it. What's discordant about muscle fiber?
When the friends see what you actually can do, they're like, "Hold up, was that a bicep? Like the muscle in the bicep?
You're making muscle strands out of earth?
Yes. Like the threads, but I'm...
Ow!
All right, do you want to... They're canonical?
That's very cool. It's very specific. I like it.
So
I
like
do too.
he's...
I love this one.
When he's more intense, he makes more of like a bodily structure. But when the base form is like threads, muscle fibers, collagen, just goop. And then
Cartilage, all that stuff. Oh, that's very good.
So when he's
Is
trying
it that
to...
it's all earth?
It's all earth. So it can be different based off the need. So if it's like not trying to hurt you, it wouldn't be stone muscle fibers. It would be, oh, it's earth. It's just dirt.
Dust or sand or... Because, you know, like, have you all seen, like... This is a weird reference. Have you all seen, like, a hamster take a dust bath? Oh my
I was
gosh, it looks like
scared
the
for
most
where you were
relaxing
going
thing in
there.
the world.
Connor, I gotta stop you. Because like, I was like, body horror, you're into it. And then like you started saying like, I was like,
Yeah.
but yes.
Anyways,
Dust
a hamster
baths.
dust bath is just like cartilage. I don't know. I've never felt cartilage. I know it's the stuff in our nose. Whatever.
If you touched your ear here, you have felt cartilage.
You have.
Interesting. Okay. Well then, hamster dust doesn't quite feel like that, but it's close.
Okay, so
Closer than a
what's
what?
happening?
I'm trying to Hindu your situation
Yes.
softly and not with
So
harm.
Bayless,
So-
your creativity is higher, so I would recommend you roll with creativity.
I
Also,
am.
it feels like you're being more creative.
Yes.
So, what did you get?
6 plus 1, so 7.
All right. So on a 7 and 9, that's a hit. You get to choose one basic or master technique. Test balance, bolster or hinder, or commit. It sounded like you wanted to bolster or hinder. So you aid or impede a nearby character, inflicting an appropriate status, such as trapped or favored. It sounds like you want to trap Atman. So how do you do that? What does that look like?
All right, so normally when he's being offensive or like standard, it's like hands wrapping around something and like doing like the motherly grasp. But in this instance, the threads are not necessarily hindering the movement, but they are whirling around. So like how you would be doing muscle movements, they're preventing you from moving. And when you move, they'll constrict your body in a way that says, oh, I can't do that. But they aren't doing it offensively. They aren't holding you down. So if Atman tries to move, she'll do the whole like anime scene where, oh, okay. And that's what I'm trying to do in this moment.
Love that. Yeah. So it exerts an equal amount of pressure back against that you exert against it, sort of thing.
In a like pressure point body kind of way, like it would hurt in theory if you try to do that kind of bend in like some weird way, but it won't hurt if you just like, yeah.
If you just calm down, essentially. Okay, yeah. So Atman, you take the trapped status. You're completely helpless. You must mark a combination of 3 fatigue or conditions to escape.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So
Is this something related to my feature move? 'Cause
let's see.
So the reason she's walking away is because she's like, I can't talk about this right now. Because she
Yes.
literally can't talk about it. That's how she
Yep.
got.
Yeah, you're living up to your tradition in this moment.
So can I shift my balance twice towards roll instead?
Interesting. Let me
Oh
read
my
this move
shit.
again. Let me
Wild.
read this movie. Let's see. So
it says when you
up to
live
your
up to
tradition-
your roll
Oh yeah.
despite opposition or danger. I don't know. I don't understand.
Shift
guess
your balance
clear
twice towards roll instead of marking
Fatigue equal to your roll. So I think what would happen is I would take the 3 fatigue and then clear it because I would then have 3 roll.
Let's see. So, shift your balance twice towards roll instead of marking fatigue. And clear fatigue equal to your roll.
So before Edmund tries to escape this
Oh,
trap,
yeah.
and I try to do something
Yeah,
to
I'm
help
fine
out.
if somebody else wants to do something.
absolutely.
Back to
Yeah.
Two other
So,
party
okay,
members.
So this is something that I forgot to clarify. The exchange does end in this moment, right? So after all that's said and done, the exchange is over, right? We'd have to enter a new exchange in order to start retriggering moves. In this moment, it's back to free actions again. So you can all kind of do whatever you want.
Can I use a combat move, actually?
Oh, interesting.
Oh my god,
Which
this
combat
is
move are you
good
going
shit.
to use?
Oh no.
Test balance.
With who?
Yes. So
I
like
want to
this.
test Baelis's balance. And the way I'm gonna try to do it is, sort of, almost like attempt to do something similar to he does with my own style, with like moving dirt and moving myself to right in front of Baelis and going, "Hey, why the fuck are you doing this? Chill out. Can't you see that we just need to go do something else, and then she'll meet us later? So like, can't you just chill out?"
Ooh, okay. So what I'm going to say is that you're actually going to do this as a part of the previous exchange. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, essentially, you're just evading and observing after Baelis already did.
Fuck.
So, you get to clear one fatigue as well and roll with creativity or harmony.
They're both the same. I clear one fatigue?
Yes.
Right.
If you
Gain
had
one
it.
fatigue.
If you had
Clear.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, if you have
I
one
don't.
fatigue, you can clear it.
I do
If you
not.
don't, then that's fine.
All right.
Oh my god.
I got
Mutter.
3.
That's fun.
Thank you,
so,
Mutter. You
On a
good.
miss, you stumble, but you can
Hey,
shift
can
your
you chill?
balance.
What?
On a miss, you stumble, but you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique. So as you try to mudslide over in front of Baelis, you lose your balance and you go flying off track. I want you to mark foolish as you slip through the mud into, I think, like, yeah, we're gonna say
Bison
it's
poo.
like. I won't make you do that, but I do think it might be like like you definitely knock over like some sort of like festival ice sculpture or something, and it crashes to the ground and breaks and shatters. You can still perform a move. So on a miss, you stumble, but you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique. So the idea is that you recommit yourself to a principle in this moment, and that empowers you to be able to move past your failure and still do something. So if you
Away
want
from
to, you
center.
can.
So at the beginning, last session when Baelis said that he was sorry, I moved one forgiveness. So would I have to go more towards forgiveness?
Let's see. So it doesn't look like it. Well, actually, so your center doesn't move. It's kind of a fixed point. Your balance is what shifts. So your center doesn't move unless you move it specifically, and it'll say move your center.
Oh, so this is me moving my center.
This is you moving your balance.
Balance. I see.
So your center is like
Towards-
your default resting point. Like,
I get
Your
it.
center is
Okay,
like you
so-
haven't done anything. You aren't trying to be too spiteful. You aren't trying to be too petty, but you aren't trying to be too good either.
yeah.
So like when you start doing things, like you start going off center because you're being either too petty or too observative of your family members.
Yeah. So I've got 1 forgiveness and -1 action right now.
Okay. So
And
if you're
you said I want to do this, would I have to move it to a 2,
Yes.
or can I move it to a 0?
No, because moving it back to a 0 would be moving you back towards your center as opposed to away.
I see.
You can you really only get to pick the direction one time, and it's that first time. Everything after that,
Oh
it's like,
my god,
yeah,
I get it. You go
Yeah.
away from center to
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
So
I
your
thought you
center is a
choose.
fixed point.
Oh.
Yeah. So like think of it like a scale, right? Like
Oh my
something you're
God.
balancing. So you're well, I can't balance anything,
No.
so never mind.
It's like a magnet.
No, I
It's
think I
yeah.
get it. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so I think in this moment, Mutter understands how Atman feels, having been angry and upset before, and wanting to just storm off and be alone. So he's gonna get a little upset at Bayless and try to do a trap on Bayless. Can I try that?
Ooh, so you're trying to trap the trapper.
Yeah.
Okay. So so the answer is yes, you can, right? But what does it look like? So you just slid on your mudslide into a statue and knocked it over to recommit yourself to this. You have shifted your forgiveness up and your action down. You've committed yourself to this principle, right? So
I've committed myself to forgiveness. Yeah, I think this makes sense.
Okay, so what do you do then?
All right, so this is going to be very classic, centering yourself, a very classic Earthbender move. Just one move, rocks around the ankles, rocks around the hands. Just trying to do something super simple.
Just boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Mutter.
So
go back to the basics. To the basics.
It actually almost doesn't sound like Bayless is trapped. It sounds like Bayless might be impaired. Does that sound more fictionally appropriate?
Okay.
So impaired is you're slowed or off balance. Mark 1 fatigue or take a -2 to all physical actions. Whereas trapped is you're completely helpless. You must mark a combination of 3 fatigue or conditions to escape.
So I can mark impaired and solve that, right?
Let's see.
Because if I agree to the status, I'm like, this is fine. Because, Mutter, I can do something that will stop all this that you're doing right now.
Oh, I know you're an Earthbender, but it's just to, get your...
That's what I'm saying.
Headset.
This is what I want the relationship right now to happen. Because if Mutter does this and I'm an Earthbender, I'm like, Mutter.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to do it again. And we're just going to keep going back and forth and back and forth.
I feel like you two are just annoying each other at this point.
So, how do we play this out?
Until something else happens. So what happens is this, right? So Atman pushes Bayless, turns to flee. Bayless sends up this giant eye made out of earth to follow Atman. Atman makes it to the exit point of this crossroads that you all met up in, when Bayless then encases her in an earth bicep. Mutter comes mudsliding in, trips, falls into an ice statue, knocks it over, and it shatters, but regains his composure long enough to put these earth cuffs and earth shackles around Bayless. And that's the exchange. And we're back out of the exchange.
All right, so
which means
I'm
that
impaired, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like... So, in this moment, I think I would speak first before I try to do anything offensive or movement-based. Is that something I can do?
Oh, well, yeah, because we're not in a fight right now.
We're in free actions right now.
Yeah, we're not in a combat exchange anymore.
Mutter. Okay. Mutter.
Yeah, what's up?
What the hell? I can stop this, right? And we would do this
and we just go back and forth.
Yeah, we don't need to do that, Mutter. We don't stop. No, we don't. Why are you doing that?
A distraction technique.
It's not a distraction technique. My technique is literally on Atman right now.
I don't know. I feel like you're pretty distracted
I do have a
right
way
now.
to get away, and that's blood bending. For myself.
Oh!
So I can move my body without hurting
Wait, I thought you could only do that on a full moon.
So what I was saying...
That's not the rule that I wrote. I mean, that's not... It's
what I was saying is the thing is not preventing you from moving. It's using your movements to restrict you. Like the Chinese finger trap, even if you were to try to move in that moment, you can move, but you are still restricted to the area of which you are stuck.
Okay, well, I'm going to resist the trap using my ability, and I think the way that she does it is using this, very dangerous form of physical prowess and bloodbending like within herself, like kind of like what like Amon does of like chi movement.
Yeah.
I think I would be shocked if you succeeded. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you did it,
Yeah,
I would be like, why? Admin, this is a Sunday. This is a Wendy's.
Welcome to Chili's.
So, Atman, if you are trying to clear trapped, which it sounds like you are.
yeah, I want to try to clear trapped. What do I have to do?
So the good news is you don't have to roll anything. You just have to mark a combination of 3 fatigue or conditions. And you can mix and match. It could be 2 fatigue and 1 condition. It could be 2 conditions and 1 fatigue. It could be any combination of that exists.
Can I do the thing that I do the?
Oh yeah, like so
the,
like
the icon move now.
Yeah, or icon.
Oh,
The icon move
yeah.
Shift my balance instead of marking fatigue.
Let's see. Yes, you can.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to shift my balance all the way to my roll.
You have gone, in the space of an hour, you have gone from 3 freedom to 3 roll, and that's incredible. I've never seen that.
Look, guys, I play hardcore. I like game mechanics. I like game mechanics.
So much Avatar. I haven't
disgusting.
seen this before. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Admin, why? This is a Wendy's.
But it's not. You just made it not a Wendy's. You chi blocked me in a Chinese finger trapper, Bayless.
I didn't even chi block you. I just said, hey, here's a playpen. It's not even like that offensive. It's just floating around you. You don't have to worry about anything. And you're like, this is too much. And I'm like, Admin.
Hey, I got a lead.
So I'm gonna shift all the way to roll. I don't say it. She didn't. That conversation wasn't something that happened. That was just where I'm coming, where Admin's coming from in this.
That was like in Tales of Vesperia, where sometimes the conversations happen. You're like, did that actually happen in the game's canon? Nah, because they never reference it later, sort of thing.
Yeah. Here's the problem.
Oh my god.
My dude, is that trapped is like a really serious condition, and there was no other way for me to clear it.
I know. That's why I did it.
So when you say it was a playpen, it was not a playpen.
I was trying to make it presented like very like, all right, look, Admin, you can't really move. You can talk, but you can't really do anything.
I get it. I get where you're coming from, but I think here's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining that Bayless was trying to be like gentle, but accidentally created this very, very
gross situation.
Gross and like constricting thing, which is extremely triggering to Admin. So that is why this happened. So I apologize for the meanness of this character.
I think it's perfect because it's literally how I think this situation will play out. Bayless is like, this is a perfect situation where I'm not literally tying your arms to the ground and be like, none of that. I'm just like, and you're like, literally, this is like the worst case.
This is, I mean, in all fairness, right? This is something that would happen like right out of the show. Like, Team Avatar didn't always get along, and when they did, they would bend against each other.
Toph and Katara used to fight each other.
Exactly.
There was like
yes.
multiple episodes of that.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, my roll is at 3 now. I have no fatigue.
Yes.
Anymore.
Oh, Lord.
And do I clear my conditions too, or no?
I
have
don't
3
think so.
somethings to clear. I have because I have a 3 roll now, so I could clear 3 fatigue, but I don't have 3 fatigue.
Then you can't clear fatigue if you don't have fatigue. So
yeah, if you don't have any fatigue, then you cannot clear it. That is the case.
I just cleared 1. I had 1 fatigue because I still haven't had a minute to sit. Guys, like there still hasn't been a break.
No, it's so good.
Wow! Oh my god! Like if we just sat and talked.
You're running away.
Can I whistle for Callum?
Stop.
Also, I do feel compelled to point out, what time do we normally like? How long? Like, what time do we normally end around? Right? Is it
10? Probably right.
10, and that's your time, right? Which is 9.
So that's
my
like
time.
20 minutes from now.
20 minutes. Okay.
But also, I mean, if we need to go longer, we can.
I'm okay with that. I'm also okay with if we want to do more of this. Again,
I would say I want a pee break. Just saying. I just want a pee break.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to extend this game.
It's too dramatic.
We've been playing for 2 hours, and all that's happened is Mutter proposed to somebody, some cows broke into the city, and you all fixed that. And then
that sounds like a lot to me.
It was a lot.
That's like a big day, actually. Like that's a big day for most people.
It sounds like a 30-minute episode of Avatar.
That's true.
I'm okay with ending it here, but may I have the last word?
I just want to pee.
From the group.
Do we want to take a break?
Can I pee?
Oh, I don't know if we want to keep going tonight or not. If we want to keep going tonight, then yeah, go to the bathroom. But otherwise, we can just end it.
I'm good with keep going. Just saying.
Okay, go then. Let's take a 5.
Is everyone okay with that? Can we keep going?
Everybody in the chat, we are going to take a
hard 5.
We're going to take a 5 or a 10 for a bathroom break. But we will still be here because we're having a lot of fun. Hope that you guys are too. Lich is going to take us to the Be Back Soon screen.
I was like, to the bathroom, excuse me.
Lich is going to take us to the bathroom.
I was like, let's cut that. I will. All right. Be right back.
We're going to
Welcome.
I'm
Back
feeling
to-
strong.
Playtest Tuesday, Avatar Legends. That's it. Go ahead, Connor. Take it away.
Yeah. Okay. So, what just happened is, Atman just escaped her trap. You are all still at the crossroads.
I'm not walking away, though. I'm standing there.
Atman has not left. Now, Val, what are you doing in this moment?
Well, Nalva is worried about melting everything in sight.
Fair.
So she's decided to take a different approach, which is no bending, just tackle Bayless to the ground.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Are you trying to hurt Bayless?
No.
What
I'm
the
just trying to
hell?
restrain him.
Interesting.
Very much like koala grasp. Like calm down. Yep.
Ooh, this might trigger another exchange, actually.
Jesus Christ, you people!
So being so problematic, and we won't have to tackle you.
Like after the first one, it's like, okay, someone's already got that angle. What about the other person? Now you're just
You
gonna.
seem so surprised, Lich, but you made this character.
Right!
The character. What about him? He's honest. He's a good human being.
It's annoying.
Dude, I love Bayless so
In a
much.
very lovable way, we all hate him.
I guess I should preface my statement with "I love Bayless" with the fact that also I love drama. I do. So. Bayless
As a
is
spectator, I love Bayless. As a player,
It's like you see a Southwest shootout, and everyone's like, "All right, no one moves," and then everyone just slowly turns into Bayless.
Yeah, everyone points their
Why?
guns.
Bayless is setting up a machine gun with all his ammunition, and we're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh, you're still doing this? Oh.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
So this is what Nalva wants to do, right? Is tackle Bayless to the ground. We're going back to exchange, right?
Mhm.
This is happening. This is happening.
this is happening.
Okay, so it does kind of sound like you might be advancing and attacking to pressure Bayless. So you impress or intimidate a foe. Choose an approach. Your foe cannot use that approach in the next exchange. Does it sound like you're trying to pressure them not being able to sort of trap anybody else?
Yeah.
Did you just
Okay.
appear cookies, Rose?
Whoa, you absolutely just did.
What the heck
Hold on,
are
maybe
free
I can do
magic
that.
cookies from?
No.
We reach
I
off
have
screen
nothing.
and appear cookies.
Yes. Nothing. There was no cookies over here. Oh, they're like sandwich wafers.
Oh, there's a little sugar wafers.
Delicious.
They got they're the vanilla wafer with the chocolate cream inside. I love that. Okay. I'm not distracted by cookies, I promise.
You are.
Yeah, I was.
I'm making an active choice to be quiet right now.
Oh, okay.
Because I felt like I was talking a lot at the end of the last part. So I'm
Bayless,
just making space.
Are you going to fight back against Nalva in this moment?
Yes.
Okay.
No!
Okay. I just wanted to, okay.
Yes.
So, is anybody else going to do anything?
Well, I would like to have another preface.
Mutter already did his thing. Stop,
I
Mutter.
would like to preface. I would like to preface that as I koala hug tackle him to the ground, I'm just gonna be like, shh, quiet. It's okay. Relax the mind. Relax the mind. Bring it down. Yes, Mutter.
I'm livid. I'm livid. I would be like the fucking. Sorry. I would be like the fiery ferret in the western wing of the Iceland desert as I see a ice cream cone, and I would be furiously like, why are you keeping me from this? Why are you doing this?
Do you think it's fictionally appropriate for Bayless to mark angry in this moment?
Actually, 1,000%. I'm already marking him.
Okay, that feels natural. Lord. Mutter, what were you gonna do?
I am going to pointedly try to just catch Atman's attention and then just deep breath and sit down.
Interesting.
Crisscross. Are you sitting down like near Atman or just like?
Atman hasn't moved at all. She still looks exactly the way that she did when Bayless trapped her. She's just no longer trapped.
And we all saw that she
I will
blended,
take one step closer to Atman and then create a nice little dirt area, soft dirt.
And we all saw that she blended, right? Right? Like we all saw that whole like. I'm like, all right, guys.
So it does sound
start taking deep breaths.
So it does sound like Mutter might be evading and observing then, because you're quite literally observing. It sounds like. I'm
not trying to like do anything malicious though.
I'm
trying to.
Totally possible from within evade and observe, because you can test balance, which isn't inherently aggressive. You can also bolster or hinder. You can bolster somebody, which is not aggressive, or you can commit. You recenter yourself amidst the fray. Shift your balance towards one of your principles. The next time you live up to that principle, you do not have to use a fatigue, or you do not have to mark a fatigue to roll with it. So something to consider is that commit might be the best move in the game, and you can do it for absolutely free most of the time. But you didn't hear that from me. Please tune in to my Avatar Legends hack channel on YouTube.
Stop.
I might also want to do that. If he's taking a move sort of about me, I'll probably also take a move. Just
okay.
That was my goal, like RP wise, that was my goal.
So it sounds like you're both committing yourself to your principles in this moment as you watch your two friends fight.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we've got some mechanics. We've got some mechanics to resolve then.
She didn't turn around, right? Like she didn't.
Oh, so she's still facing the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's beautiful.
But I think it's like that thing where like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, but like in a nicer way, because he's just trying to be there for her. It seems like
she's tense, and in that tension, she finds time to recenter.
She hears. Well, I mean, she probably sees like the dirt under her feet. Mm-hmm. And it's like, there's dirt under my feet. It's not ice. Oh, I'm going to take a second.
Okay. I like it. All right. So, I forgot to ask, but what's Bayless doing in all of this to resist or fight back or anything in that regard? Like,
he's
what is
in
it?
Complete fury. I think at this point, when he sees like the first thing and the second thing, I'm like, you all don't get it. Like, this is. I'm not even being the villain. Like, if I was the villain right now, y'all would be dead. Why are you doing this?
Do you say that?
No. Like, this is his feeling.
Yeah, this is Bayless's internal monologue. As the camera zooms in on his face, moments before Nalva tackles him to the ground, we get to hear Bayless's internal monologue, and it sounds a lot like this.
I want you to know that if that's his internal monologue, I feel highly justified in absolutely.
I'm gonna do the whole I'm gonna do the monologue. All right, ready?
Yes, I love this.
Why would you? Look, why are you even tackling me? Why are you got the handcuffs on me? You do realize that I'm an earthbender. Why are you tackling me with your physical body? You can control fire. So, like, if you actually wanted to put me down, you could be like, ooh, fire. I can't believe that we are literally letting Atman do what she's doing without actually, like, approaching her like a mortal being and, like, asking her, like, the situation that we're gonna put ourselves in. We have a spiritual battery that can literally power people to bend things outside of their control, yet we are in this moment fighting amongst ourselves for some stupid shit. And I can bend shit.
No, this definitely sounds like Bayless might be trying to test Nalva's balance. Does test balance
Okay,
sound right?
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
I love that she's coming towards him like, I'm gonna tackle you, and he's just shouting at her like, don't! Why are you doing this?
don't tackle me.
Wait, no, I thought that was an internal monologue,
Yeah,
so it's just him standing staring at her and then going...
This happened in split seconds. Like,
Stop!
this happened in the fraction of a second. So we do resolve in order. With advance and attack first. So now that you're going to advance and attack, so go ahead and roll with passion. Everyone else is evading and observing, and that happens last.
I can't stand this life.
I got a 7.
Nice. So you get to pick one technique then. Like we had mentioned before, it did sound like you were trying to pressure Bayless into not being able to. Well, shoot. What was it that you didn't want Bayless to be able to do? I can't remember.
I just wanted him to stop going after Atman. Just wanted him to take a breath.
Oh, okay.
Just take a chill pill.
wanted to be on
Whole
the ground.
chill pill.
And that's it.
Ooh.
If I had physical chill pills, I'd just be stuffing them down his mouth.
So you don't want Bayless to be able to trap Atman? Then probably because that's what he had done before. So it sounds like next exchange, Bayless might not be able to evade and observe then.
Oh, snap.
So okay, so if another exchange happens, which it might, in the next exchange, Bayless, you can't evade and observe because Nalva tackled you to the ground, and I think what that looks like in the show, is that as Nalva tackles you to the ground, the eye that you set up to watch Atman fades to the ground as you lose focus on maintaining it. But we're going to move on to evade and observe now. So, Bayless, go ahead and clear 1 fatigue and then roll with either creativity or harmony. Oh. Ooh. So here's what you can do.
Sorry.
On a miss, you stumble, but you can shift your balance away from center to use 1 basic technique. So, what it looks like as you try to, this is what it does.
Away his ability to evade and observe.
Huh?
Didn't she
Wait,
literally?
yeah, I thought it was
That's in the
away?
next exchange. That's the next
okay.
exchange. Yeah. This exchange,
I
everything's
get it.
happening all at once. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the fiction resolves itself kind of all at the same time, if that makes sense. So, so then what happens then is Bayless, as you're trying to get the words out that you want to test Nalva's balance and tell her, to not do this and that you're on the same team, blah, 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 and trying to shift her principles, right? You stumble over your own words. As you try to get them out, you find that you can't. I think you should go ahead and mark. Let's take a look at your conditions here. Ooh, maybe insecure, because you don't, in this moment, you don't feel like you can feel understood.
I agree. It's like when everyone's like, don't put the water in the plant. And you're like, the water goes in the plant so they can live. We are, this is a plant.
All right.
Quick housekeeping item. Who has the battery?
That's a good question. Who does have the battery?
Well, it seems like it's me because he's been chasing me up this goddamn mountain.
That's
And
fair.
That makes sense.
I
That
would
makes a
just
lot of
say
sense.
I'm just trying to be the peacekeeper, admin. I'm not saying that you
Hold
got
on.
the battery. I'm saying like we all in this and we all saw the guy get shot. So I'm like,
I'm
admin.
good with giving Atman the battery. Atman seems the most responsible, so
I like the idea that Admin has the battery. I can say that.
Is Bayless trapped or no?
Not trapped, but you did disrupt his ability to observe, to evade and observe. Yeah. Let's see. So Bayless, on a miss you stumble, right? So you did mark insecure, but you can shift your balance away from center to still use 1 basic technique if you want to. but you do have to shift your balance.
No, I won't.
You won't do it? Okay. All right. So, Bayless, so we will move on to the other two who are doing Evade and Observe as well.
Can I do anything?
You did.
Yeah.
No,
failed.
this was in reaction to me being goddamn tackled. It wasn't
No. This was in reaction to your roll. But if you want to still be able to use your move to use a move, you will have to shift your balance away from center.
I will do that.
Okay, all right. Oh. So which direction are you going to shift your balance?
I'm going to towards progress.
Oh, okay. All right. So tradition goes up one or down one, and progress goes up one. What do you say? Are you still testing Nalva's
I'm sorry,
balance?
I just did it for you. I don't know why I did that.
Bold.
Hold on, wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so Bayless's center was moved.
It was It was because for a second I forgot that we all were on this sheet. I was like, I'm just taking notes.
Rose immediately was like, "Oh, you gonna move something? You're gonna move something? Yeah, I'm gonna make sure."
Sheet right now, and there's 4 of you. Who's the 5th?
Look,
oh my
I'm
God.
just gonna say I have.
Wait, Connor, you're on this page.
Yeah, you should really. Lich, you should really know that if I am excited for you to have shift off center, it's because I just love the drama. It's not at all a slight against you. I mean, have you seen how liberally I've been
we
shifting?
Are unhinged.
Yes.
Oh my God. As soon as you could, Rose, you literally said, the first, you took that nugget, that grain, and you said, I'm going to eat it. I don't care what happens.
This is Avatar: The Last Airbender on the CW, and it's so good. So good.
Imagine. That'd be so
I mean,
good.
they are making that. This is the Netflix thing.
Oh my God! If it's not this good,
oh my
I'm
God!
Be so mad.
The animation of
Paramount
this.
Plus reboot.
I just want to go on record for saying, like, I just think the mechanics of this game are really cool. So I get excited. I get excited when they have an impact on characters. But that wasn't why I changed it. It was because I forgot that. I forgot that, like.
I know what you mean, Rose. And I saw you change it, and I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rose.
Ooh. Okay, so Bayless, you have now recentered yourself. You felt insecure, but you realized that once you committed yourself to progress, the way became clearer. What do you say in this moment to test Nalva's balance?
I'm going to scream this out because I feel like this is that moment when all your friends are doing the bit and like everyone's being subdued kind of in like their own little way, but not enough to where it's making a goddamn change. And you're like, why are you drinking from the refrigerator and you don't even have a cup? Why are you drinking Kool-Aid that's iced tea? It's not Kool-Aid, it's iced tea. And like this is a moment where like Bayless is like looking at his friends tackling him, putting mud cuffs on him, and like Atman trying to like do the thing. And
they're
I think
muffs.
You almost killed me. That was so good. Mom. Thank you.
That was not that good.
It was, maybe I'm just a.
Have we not mentioned we're unhinged?
Have you not heard his situation about Quabbage and like cute things, quilt things? I don't even know how to say it now. It's messing me up. But I think this is the point where Bayless is like looking at everyone and being like, stop. And he says, look, I don't care how you feel about this moment. We're trying to do good. And in order to do good, we have to be together and as a group and together. I'm not trying to fight you all. I'm just trying to make sure like we can help as many people as possible. Get off me.
So, Oh, this is so good. Okay, so now Va. I think I know which direction your balance should shift, but what do you think?
I think it would shift towards force because I'm just gonna sit on him like I would my younger
Really?
brothers.
Oh, dang. See, I thought it would shift the other one. No. I'm totally good with that. I like that. There's no wrong answer. Like, I know what I would
here's
pick,
the thing.
but
Here, what do you mean there was a problem? Okay, whatever. The spreadsheet does not want me to move force for some reason. Here's the thing.
It's like, don't do it.
You can't move force. You have to move care, and then force reacts to it. So you can move care either up or down, but force auto-populates based off of care. So you shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my problem. It's that okay, yes, you want us to be together, but you are actively chasing away the one person who has the things that we need. So you are not helping. Like, your words make sense, but your body ain't matching it, honey. Your actions just ain't matching.
I wanted to talk. That's literally what this was about.
She needs a minute.
A minute where she's running away in a bison-filled fucking city.
Ooh. She can handle herself. Like, dang. It's just bison.
Yeah, dude, she just bloodbended. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. She's not a child. Okay, she can have a minute if she wants to.
Admin, you hear that? You got a minute. Enjoy it. I love you. And he like over to the side. He's like, oh.
And he plays dead?
No, he's like, you know, like when you're resisting your cousin and fighting with family.
Yes.
And like you stop. You're just like, I'm done.
Yep.
This has been a lot.
Which is good, because I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on
Can I say something?
Resist. I'm self-resisting, yes.
Amin hasn't moved. She hasn't turned around. She's still facing the direction she's
Oh
going.
my god.
And she's gonna say, kind of quietly, can I say something?
Oh, you can. I'm literally almost in jail.
Silence.
I fill up Bayless's mouth with mud.
You son of a yeah, I hate you. Spit it out like, I can do this. I can do this to you.
So technically, neither Atman nor Mutter have done their exchange moves yet. So I think you're allowed to. I didn't want to interrupt the role play, but if you want to change your commit to a bolster or hinder, that's something that you can.
I'll keep sitting.
Also, neither of you have
Oh,
worked.
I thought we were done. I thought we had already done those moves.
I thought we had done that too.
It's flavor now. It's like
You know what? I kind of like it better that it is open role play. If the two of you are fine with not doing your commit,
yeah,
I think we're back out of the exchange.
I'd rather use like the non-combat moves.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you're not in combat then.
Okay.
So yeah, in this moment, what does Atman do?
Yeah,
Yes.
so she's gonna turn around and you can see like Atman is jacked. Like she is very, very like when she after using that ability that must not be named, her muscles are much more toned than they were before.
Awesome. Very cool.
And she's just gonna turn around and she walks over to where Bayless is sitting there, like helpless underneath.
I'm not sitting. I'm crushed. Don't play that game. I'm like...
Okay. Where you're crushed and helpless. The point is
thrown on the ground.
I'm sorry. Where you're vulnerable. She's just gonna look at you and say, you Give me a second. Give me a second, bro.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not.
I can see your expression.
I am giddy with anticipation in this moment. I cannot wait to find out what happens next.
She says, Bayless, I do not know you that well. We met within the last week. I do not presume to understand the reasoning behind the things that you do. I'd rather give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that you are trying to do the right thing. I believe you in that. However, I strongly encourage that if you truly believe that in order to succeed, we must remain united, that your actions reflect that. What you have just done, refusing to give me the space that I need, could have put us all in danger. For reasons that I will not disclose to you, I needed and still do need a moment to breathe. And your condescending, demeaning attitude towards me and towards this party, it does not make me feel loved. It does not make me feel seen or heard. It makes me feel like you are treating me like a villain and this team like a child, which we are not. So I'm going to take my space. Everyone, I think that we can let him go and let him stretch his arms. I'm not upset. I'm not upset with you anymore, Bayless.
Are you sure?
I'm just gonna go sled down a hill because that sounds like something fun for me to do right now. And I'm just gonna turn and walk away.
Meet us at the Ranger House.
Sounds great.
As
When?
you do that,
When?
Whenever. It's a Ranger House.
as Atman turns around, you all hear the sound of laughter echo against the empty streets of this North Pole street that you have found yourselves on. And lining the rooftops all around you, you see Moto. And I want to say, we'll say about 10 Quabbage Corp personnel, security personnel. And he says, oh boy, getting this battery back's gonna be no big deal. You all can't even unite together to take me down. Oh my god, I'm gonna make short work out of the four of you. And I think that's where the cliffhanger ends.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching with us. We might jump into the Discord to figure out whether bone bending is a thing.
It's not.
And anyone is
Really not.
welcome
There's not enough
to.
minerals.
I will.
Anyone
I
is
will
welcome
defend
to
this.
jump in and say hi. That was a great game, guys. Are you ready to sign us off, my dude? When I say the thing?
Are we doing the dice rolling thing again?
Yeah.
I've got my dice.
I
Hold on.
dropped my dice.
I have dice, but I don't know what's going on.
We're gonna turn off.
we
We're gonna end
rolled
the.
them.
We're gonna end
Oh,
the
stop
stream.
streaming when we do
How's-
the bit.
Do we need to tell people when we're coming back? Do we know?
We're gonna come back.
Yes.
It's over.
Keep an eye out for it on the
So
socials.
keep an eye out. We're gonna come back. Check the Discord. Follow me on Twitter at SmileyRosie with 4 Ys. And that's probably where I'll post about it, and also on the Facebook page in the Discord for the Quomar Realm.
Yeah.
Yay.
The socials.
Yay.
All right.
I'm
Great
rolling my dice now.
job, guys. And as always, keep rolling the dice.
Hi.